What's up, everybody? Welcome to Copper Kettle Farms Live. You guys can hear us, right? I guess that's always the biggest question is, can we be heard?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You don't count. All right, who we got in here?
You cut me real deep just then.
We've got Papa Z. We've got Skinner Farms. Matt is in here. 𝙂𝙧𝙧𝙧𝙧𝙧 Homestead. Papa Z said Mama Z's on her way as soon as she's off the phone. Perfect. Hear you loud and clear. Awesome. So, guys, welcome. It's been a short moment. I'm trying to think when the last time we were live. It's been at least 2 weeks. 1 week I was sick, and then I think we had Christmas and New Year's. And we didn't want to go live those weekends because we knew people were going to be like either traveling or you just want to enjoy the weekend. So we just didn't bother for those 2 weekends. But we're here. And it's a new year, even though I keep writing 2021 on everything. But welcome. Skinner Farms. And it was not very upset, but sad that we hadn't been around in a while. So I'm on my new laptop. So that's one big thing that we had going on. We actually had a new webcam too. My laptop, I actually bought it with crypto, which was nice. I didn't actually have to pay for it like myself, like out of my work funds or whatever. Brand new gaming laptop, so I can do the video editing and stuff like that. The brand is actually called 𝙂𝙧𝙧𝙧𝙀. They're based out of Delaware. And it's better than my old one. And I can actually move it around now, which is nice. I think it's going to be a good laptop. So I'm very happy about that. But the only thing I don't like about it, it has the webcam at the bottom of the screen. So it was like you'd be looking up at me. And like, I don't want anybody seeing my double chin that close anyway, to begin with. But it's
Up
just,
your nose.
or up my nose. Like, it's just weird. So I was like, well, I'm going to have to buy a webcam so it can sit on top. So you can see us and not up our noses. So we had to buy a webcam, which is actually, it looks like it's a pretty decent quality webcam for what it is. You can see all the chaos that is my studio. So new laptop, new webcam, and that's just the start of things. So I did want to point out we have 2 new subs. The Tinker's Wife is a new sub for the channel, and Blind Guy, his wife, their life, which is another new channel. Member, yes. New members of our channel. Blue Farm, who just said hello, another member of our channel. Good to see you as well. I have an announcement going out tomorrow, but I don't mind saying it today also. We've started putting out our January gifts for channel members. So those are in the channel archives, which you will see in the description below for members only. So if you're not a member.
Nothing to do with it.
Yeah, he has nothing to do with it. So it's fine. But if you don't have access, let me know, because you do have to have, like, I have to permit your email to view the file. So if you want to send us a message on any of our socials, I'll make sure you have access to all of that. Why do I look grainy?
I was going to say, mine looks grainy.
Why do I look grainy? That's weird. I wonder if that's just an internet thing. That is weird. I'm clear here on StreamYard, but not on the video. And I have some more gifts that will be going out this month. 2022 is ramping up to be a good year for us, I think. We actually sat down together. We did a couple things. We went through our entire year of goals for 2022. I basically divided them up into farm goals, personal goals, and my business goals. I think those are the 3 categories. So the farm goals is the longest, and that's the one that Donald's probably going to be working on the most. But we're going to go over a little bit of those. But we also did our seed inventory. We know every seed we've got. We actually had most of the stuff we want to get. There's like a couple things we were low on, like I think rosemary. I was low on, so I might get some more rosemary. I know I want to get a couple new things this year, like turmeric, ginger, things like that. That's not on the list. And honestly, I want to start picking up my herbal course with Rosemary Gladstar again, because I was looking at her syllabus for her class, and there's so many herbs, some that I've never even heard of or worked with. So I know that we're going to be expanding our herb library this year. So looking forward to that. Did you guys all have a good holiday though? I think ours was pretty low key. Like I made a turkey for Thanksgiving and I made a ham for Christmas, but all we did was sat and stuff our faces and then like take a nap. Like to me, that seems like a good holiday. We did watch some Christmas movies. Like Dad's very sentimental, so he likes watching all the old Christmas movies. So we did that. I think he really enjoyed that because there's a lot of times where we spend a lot of time down here, especially me. So we don't always get to be, you know, watching movies in the house with Dad. And I think he enjoyed us just staying up there and watching Christmas movies.
And I finally got Crystal to watch It's a Wonderful Life.
Yes. I had never seen It's a Wonderful Life at all. I think I tried once and I fell asleep, but I was really tired.
But it's a good movie.
I cried.
It's a great movie.
We did take Dad out to watch, like, you know how you drive around and watch or see Christmas lights. So we did do that. I think Dad enjoyed that too. We made the mistake of taking Court with us though, and he did okay until we pulled in the driveway, and then he barfed like a lot in the truck. So that was gross. Mama Z, hello, hello. At least someone misses you. What are you talking about? I miss you when you're not around. Do I not count?
You count. If you do.
So, I guess that was it. It was a low-key holiday. I did get Donald. What did I get you for? I got you 2 things. Oh, you didn't. You should have worn them today. What did I get you for Christmas?
Shit, what did you get me?
That hat.
I mean, dang, what did you get me?
It's funny that you're the first one to cuss tonight.
No,
it's usually me.
Oh, right. The Peaky Blinder.
Yeah. Did you guys ever watch that? Did you guys ever watch that show, Peaky Blinders?
Great show.
So I got him a hat, the Peaky Blinders style hat, which is like a newsboy hat. He looks really good in it, by the way.
I really do.
I'm going to have to get him to wear it next week for the live. And then I got him a Peaky Blinders t-shirt, which maybe you should wear both of them next week for the live. Gotta have the comic relief, right? Yeah, I'm very boring. I'm glad he's here to harass me. What? Sorry, my ear's not on. Donald got me a really cool... He got me 2 cool gifts. One... Do you want to hand me that?
And one of them's still not here.
One of them is still not here, but he also got me this. He got me this box of teas. Lots of loose leaf teas. We tried a couple of them. I think he really loves... It's this... What's this brand called? Solstice Tea Traders. This is a peach flavored black tea. Where are you getting? This phone. So we've been trying these out because I do like teas. We don't drink enough tea. Now we have a lot of tea. So that was one gift he got me. And then he got me, I don't know, are you planning to show it right now?
What? No, I was seeing where it's at.
Oh, okay. I know what the other one is, but I'm going to do a TikTok video of that, I think. Did you guys see the short we put out? It actually got a good number of views. Last I checked, it was almost to 500, I think. 500 views. The chicken crowing outside my window. Let's see what it's at now. 477. So yeah, almost 500 views. That rooster does that almost every morning, by the way. I'll be sitting here, and right on the other side of Donald is where that door is. And he just walks up there because I think he thinks Donald's in here. And Donald's the food. Donald's the one that feeds them. So they follow him everywhere. So I think they know he comes in here a lot. So I think they're looking for him. So they'll like peek in the door at me and then crow. It's pretty funny.
It's not showing it in my orders now.
The pushy customers, right? Do you think they cancel it?
They might have canceled it.
That would suck. I don't know if I should try to explain what it is. Have any of you ever played Skyrim? The video game. I love the game. I haven't played in a while, but I was just curious if you guys ever played Skyrim. You might understand what the gift is. But if not, that's fine. Thorhaven, welcome. Good to see you. So what else have we been up to? So goal setting is a big one. Actually, I'm going to show you guys what we've been working on. So I've been reading this book called Atomic Habits, and it's got really good like thought processes on how to change your bad habits and how to create new good habits. Highly recommend it. I should probably be done reading it tomorrow, I would think, because I got to do some stuff that's going to require me not to have the internet. We're actually having, you know, the electric box outside your house that has the little spinner thing. My cousin, who started his own electric company, is coming over to replace that whole unit and move it further up our house because for some reason MedEd is requiring us to. So, you know, now I get to drop $1,000 on something tomorrow that I wasn't expecting to, which is great. So he's going to do that. He's got to fix a light in here and put out my exterior light, which I've never had on the shed. So I'll have an exterior light as of tomorrow too, which is nice. But I'll probably be offline, so I'll have to find something that occupy my time, and I'll probably be listening to audiobooks. Anyway, one of the things we did is when we plan the entire year, and actually, I don't even know if I have it over here. Yes. Let me show you guys something. Briefly, anyway. We went through, and I actually wrote down all of our stats for all the different social medias, for all the different projects that I'm working on, business, the farm channel, all of that, all the stats for the last year, what my goals are for this coming year. But I also wrote down like farm goals for 2022, Misfit goals for 2022. All of it out is in my journal that I write in. Not every day, but close to it. And then I can go back next year and see what the goals are and redo that. I did that for last year as well. So if you guys have ever heard of Keller Williams Realty, I don't know if they're national. I know they're here locally, but they have this big, well-known goal setting methodology, I guess it's called. It's called the 411 plan. It's where you take a year's worth of goals, break it up into monthly bites, and then break that up into 4-week bites. Hence the 4 weeks, 1 month, 1 year, 411. So we're trying that this year because Donald is the type of person that if the to-do list is too long, it's extremely daunting for him. And I think it works better for him to have smaller chunks of tasks to do rather than if I give him the whole year and be like, all right, this is what we want to do. Let's do it. It's like, that's just way too much. You know what I mean? Like it's, even for me, it can be like almost debilitating, right? For you, it's like, if it's too long of a list, it's hard to get motivated to do it. Am I right?
Nothing daunts me.
You are daunting. You're daunting in general.
I believe.
You believe.
I was gonna try to make a joke out of it, but I couldn't figure out a way to make a joke out of it.
Probably wouldn't have been funny anyway.
It would have been freaking hilarious.
Anyway, I want to show you guys kind of how this works out because I think this is something that I think would benefit a lot of people if they wanted to do something like this. I'm just starting this. So I'm going to show you a screenshot of the spreadsheet I've created to do this. I may reorganize it. What?
I'm waiting to see the screenshot or the spreadsheet.
It's not that complicated. I'm still figuring out how I want to organize this. This is the extreme rough draft of it. But I think it's something, I know Mama Z and a couple of us, we want to do more of like accountability for each other to reach each other's health goals. And like Donald and I have been really working on our health goals. We've like been counting calories, and I've lost 3 pounds. How much have you lost? 7 pounds. Why do you guys always lose weight faster? Kind of pisses me off. Of course, you are working out more than I am right now. So anyway, so I'm going to show you guys this list. And I just have to remember where I put it. All right, here it is. We'll start with just January. So I'm going to screen share and show you guys what this is going to look like. Share screen. And I'm assuming I'm going to want this screen. All right, so now you're seeing this infinite loop of our StreamYard. So anyway, this is the January part of our list. What we did is we've got our personal, our farm, and then I have my misfit goals. This is for the entire year. So one of the things is, you know, I want to lose a certain amount of pounds. We want to finish my shed build here and put insulation in. Some of the things on the farm is we want to finish the greenhouse build by November. We want to move the chicken coop, which actually was supposed to be this weekend, but then we got all this snow and ice. So that did not happen. I'll have to push that out. But the purpose of this also is while you may have like strict goals for yearly and monthly, the week should be fluid. You should be able to, you don't want to pigeonhole your week into one particular thing because failure kind of like promotes not doing your task list. So I wrote all of these out by the week, and then I went out into the month. Now this is for January. So this is what I wanted to do for January. So for the year, I might have put on here, I want to read, what did I put?
10 books. 10
books. I want to read 10 books. In order to do that, I'm going to want to read probably 1 book a month. And that'll, you know, I'll eventually read 12, but there may be somewhere it like expands over the course of a month or something. So how do I break that out into weekly tasks? Now I haven't figured out how to break that down. Maybe if I want to do, most of the books that I read are like 10 hours to 15 hours if I'm doing audiobooks. So I could say I want to read, I don't know, 3 hours a week or something. I would put that in here. So one of the things I have a goal for is I want to lose 3 pounds per week. In order to reach that goal, I want to lose for the month, 13 pounds is my goal to lose this month if I can. So in order to do that, I need to lose 3.25 pounds per week. Another one of my goals for the year was to work out 4 times per week for 40 weeks. And I said 40 weeks simply because I didn't want to be, if I pigeonhole myself into doing 52 weeks, there's going to be a week that I fail. There's going to be weeks where we're traveling. There's going to be a week where I'm sick. So if I say 40 weeks, that gives myself, you know, 12 weeks that I might not be able to get that done. So for this month, my goal is to work out 4 times per week. Weekly, I would say work out 4 times this week. So it breaks it down from the yearly goals to the monthly to the weekly goals. Another thing I wanted to do is for my business, I keep scrolling, sorry. I wanted to get 6 new social clients and 3 website clients for the year. So one of the things I want to do this month is to get 2 new social clients, possibly, and maybe 3 website clients, because my goal is 3 website clients per month. And I want to have 6 clients per month for social, but those are reoccurring. The websites are just one at a time. So if I want to get 3 website clients per month, then my goal is I should get a new website client per week. So I broke that down per week. I think I skipped the last week of the month. Yeah, where I don't have to worry about trying to get a new website client. So again, it makes these really long lists not as daunting. So going back to this, does that kind of make sense? That was my goal anyway. And I think once I get the spreadsheet fleshed out, like again, I've only done January so far. I still got to go through and do the rest of the months. And there may be a different color coding or the different way to display it, because I don't like having to scroll down to see the weekly. So I may switch it and put the yearly in the bottom. But I could provide the spreadsheet template if anybody's interested in trying it out. It's just a new way to organize your tasks into bite-sized chunks, essentially. So That's one of the things we worked on. I see that you guys had to delete a message. I don't even know what they were saying.
Laura.
All right. Mama Z says she wants it. I can do that. And you and I wanted to do some accountability. I think it was you, me, and was it D at Naturally NC? We're talking about doing accountability partners or something. Or maybe it was just you and me. I don't know. But I think it's a good idea. I was talking to Jason over at Big Bear Home about it some too. He was talking about his goals, and we kind of private marker each other just to kind of stay in touch and make sure that we're doing what we need to be doing. So, but that's kind of been the big update lately. There's really not a whole lot. Like, Donald did actually, you did add on your to-do list that you wanted to finish the orchard this year. So we have to add to the list figuring out what trees we actually want in the orchard. Like, I know I want a fig tree. And I know how many cherry trees we got. Didn't one of them die? Like one of the small ones?
No.
What did die that was small from TSC?
It was hazelnut and goji berry.
What about aronia berry? Did that live?
Yeah, it lived.
But it's real small, right?
Yeah, but it still lived.
So we'll have to get a new hazelnut. So figuring out all the trees that we want. And then we're also planning to get sheep. Which, didn't you say you were thinking about getting baby doll sheep temporarily since we can't get the Waddsant for a while?
Yeah, it'll be a couple years before we can get the Waddsant.
Yeah, so we might get some baby doll sheep. They're the ones that have the really cute face with the black nose, or the black face, I guess. Is it an all black face and then the rest is the white?
I don't think so.
Are you looking up a picture?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to look up a picture. And then I guess, I don't know, are you going to send it to me? Or are you just going to link it in the chat? I would just link it in the chat. You haven't even made your list yet? Yeah, I'm trying to be proactive for this year because last year I failed. Like, I looked at my list for last year. Well, technically May. May is when I started actually journaling. I completed like 3 things on a list of probably like 30, which is pretty sad. And I also, I'm learning more and more. I need to be more detailed in my goals, because if I just say, I want to, there's an analogy for this. If I just say I want to hit my goal weight and I don't give it a time frame, like you have a direction to go, but if you don't have what's considered a course or a plan of action to get there, then, you know, how do you get there? It's like they were saying like a captain on a ship. Like, you know where you got to go, but if you don't have the means to get there, then it's not going to work. Like last year, I wrote down, wanted to study wild foraging. Like, what does that even mean? Like, how do you quantify that into a goal? Like, do I just go out and start eating crap in the woods? Or is that, you know, I want to buy a couple books and do a couple overnight stay, like actual tangible, actionable steps is where I'm trying to rethink how I do my to-do lists. Hey, How to Garden.
See if this works. Nope, it's too long.
Okay. I put in my list in May, I wanted to work out every day. And I'm like, you know better. You know that you are not the type of person that's going to work out every day. So what was I thinking? Skinner Farm says, I did get my chicken tractor rebuilt and my new raised beds built, but now I got to finish grade and fill them with the build the fence. Yeah, that's one of the things we keep saying we want to do a winter garden. We never do it. I will say Donald did buy me a new raised bed for the deck, which is going to have some herbs in it this year. Mm-hmm. So we did, I don't know what I want to call that, like a culinary herb garden, maybe. Actually, that probably would be good for my culinary garden because I don't need a whole lot of herbs for food.
I'm afraid that's what you would use it for.
Yeah. Another item I had on my list last May was create multiple streams of income. No actionable steps, no actual goal. Like how many and how much did I plan to make? Like there's no, it's just too broad. So that's why I'm trying to be more specific with our goals this year. Like for the farm, we want to finish the greenhouse build by November. I think Matt's already left, but I was going to invite Matt to come up 1 or 2 weekends to help build that once we get the items we need to do that. So at some point, I'm going to have to drill down. Well, what does that mean? We got to get, what do we say? We needed 50 blocks, cinder blocks.
I have no idea.
Probably a pallet or 2 of cinder blocks. We have to get some wood. I got to take the hardware off of the old windows we're going to use. So those are actionable steps that we can filter out over the course of the next couple months in order to reach the goal of having it built by November. What else did we put? We have to fix our rain barrels by June before it gets too hot. So I'll have to figure that out in actionable steps. We have the barrels. We have the area we want them. We probably need some new pipe fixing fixtures to link them together. And then we may need to get our gutter redone on the garage because that's just kind of falling apart. So I'll have to, separate those out into, maybe we get the gutters replaced in April, and maybe we get the fixture parts in May, and then in June we actually assemble everything or something. We'll see. I like how you guys are having a side conversation.
I'm bringing in the hard cold facts.
What are the hard cold facts?
That if you keep the tree, because he knows it brings in the birds, that'll help keep down your bad bugs, because they'll be also eating the bugs.
That's actually one thing we're thinking about doing this year, just to give Dad something to do. Is we told him that we wanted, like, what did we say, like 20 bird houses built?
Yeah.
Because we're just going to put them all around the garden.
So, quick tip while we're talking about that: if you want to help bring in or help keep, get a natural bug protector, preventer, whatever you want to call it, without using chemicals, birds are a great way to do it. If you add in bird houses, you want to have the birdhouse opening face your garden or wherever you want them to eat the bugs, eat the insects. Because that's the first thing they'll go to is when they come out, is that area right in front.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mama Z says, at least I don't have to bug you for apartment quails. Yeah. Well, now you get farm quails. So Mama Z, you're moving what, next week to your farm, family farm? I'm so excited for her because it's kind of like with Yellow Rose Homestead. I don't know if you guys follow them or not. One of my best friends. They recently bought their first homestead, and they had been a husband and wife team truck driving. So it's kind of like and they have a channel. You get to like see the birth of a homestead. And I always find that kind of interesting. And I feel like with Mama Z, granted, her family's been farming that, over and over for however many years with her parents. But this is her first time on it for herself as like an adult to create, make it her own. And that's kind of exciting to see. So now if only we could get a bigger farm. That's our ultimate goal. I want to say within the next 10 years, we'd like to be able to buy our dream farm. We'll see how crypto goes. We've been doing pretty well with that, I will say.
We'll just do with what we can while we're here.
Mm-hmm. That's all we can do. Mama Z, I still got to send out your book, by the way.
Get this orchard going.
Yeah. The orchard, the sheep, bees. We want to get bees. Like big time. But neither one of us knows how to care for bees. So I feel like for me, if I'm going to put an animal's life in my hands, I need to educate myself first and give them the best shot possible. So I know there's a guy here locally that does bee keeping classes. So I might go and sign up for those. And he can actually get us bees too. Now I know Big Bear Homestead, who pretty much knows everything you would need to know about homesteading. If you ever have never been to his channel, he's just got like video upon video about how to do every damn thing under the sun. He has a video on how to trap a swarm. Now, I don't know that I'm going to find a swarm. I mean, there probably is some in the woods back behind us. But
yeah, they say if you see some bees, you can just follow them. Of course, I don't know how long bees fly from their swarm.
How far, you mean?
Or how far? So
yeah,
I don't want to have to trek a mile.
Right. So we may just try to buy some bees. We'll see. Did he lose some animals to a raccoon?
A while back. I think if we decided learned it was a raccoon, or if it was a
raccoons are the devil.
Don't even get me started on raccoons.
On a homestead. Can't stand them. They're so cute too. That's what sucks.
That's the issue. That's the issue.
They're so cute.
They bring you in with their cuteness, and then while your back's turned, or actually sometimes in front of you, they just destroy everything you have.
They do. We had some peeps in a cage. I want to say it had to have been like 15 peeps or something. And they weren't like peeps. They were older. They started getting their belt feathers.
They were pullets still, but they weren't.
Wiped them all out overnight. Every single one.
Every one.
Just saw corpses laying everywhere.
With just chicken wire.
Yeah. We hate chicken wire. Chicken wire is the most useless thing for chickens.
So that's when I started doing that hardware cloth. Wherever they can reach in. Hardware cloth.
Yep.
100%.
Yeah, we had one that reached through the chicken wire and pulled a chicken so hard it ripped its head off too. So that was Frigga, right? I want to say Frigga.
I think so. Yeah, but that one raccoon ate through or I don't know if he ate through it and then pulled it apart, but he was able to get in, killed every one of them, just ripped them apart.
Mm-hmm.
And then came out. So, and then I just had some ones that are ready to be introduced with them. So I felt bad because I'm cleaning them out in the same day, putting new chickens in it. So I cleaned it out, and I fixed the issue, and then I said, "Here you go, chickens, into the horror house," and I threw them in there. Those survived though. So
I remember that. I think he said that too. Like
yeah,
here,
literally what I said.
Here's the horror house of all your predecessors' corpses. Have fun.
Ignore the bloodstains.
Yeah.
This is the bad part of town.
So yeah, we had an issue with foxes for a while too.
Just one.
Was it?
No,
just
it was two.
I think it was two because we caught one on camera on the trail cam.
Because one on camera took the trap with him.
Wow. Did you see what he said?
Where?
He said, well, it hasn't come up on.
A calf and 3 hogs. What was the
calf
and 3 hogs?
Lost a total of 85 birds, a calf, and 3 hogs.
Were those coyotes?
Wow. What? We do have coyotes around here, and I've always been concerned of them going after the goats. And I've been hearing them holler. So I'll shoot me a coyote.
I think Jolene would knock them down.
I don't know. I'm just not. I'm not prepared for that day.
Well, that's another thing I wanted to do this year too.
So we need to add it to the list.
Yeah, let's get the fencing around it.
What is my pen? A pen. So we're gonna add that to our list. We want. Well, you wanted to put a door or something on the goat house, right?
Well, yeah, we're gonna have that. That'll be some point.
So a goat door and fencing. We just updated our list.
85 birds.
I'm curious what got the calf and the hogs. Like that had to be something big.
It wasn't that bull calf, was it? The one that you were filming?
Yeah. Which one was it? I feel like I just want to come to your house with a gun now to help protect it. That's amazing. 85 birds.
I know we lost the 7 that one year, the meat birds.
And overnight, and I think that
And
was to
the
coyotes.
That was the coyotes.
Well, we also didn't put them up early enough that night.
Yeah,
so.
It
was on us.
Something, we were doing something, and they just got in there before we could, because I let them roam free.
So I'm not sure about the calf. I got a hog from a friend, then found out their hogs are known for being sickly. But I found out too late on that. Lost all 50 meat birds and all layers. Wow. Wait, was it all animals though for the meat birds?
Oh, so it looks like the hogs were just being sick.
Yeah, but did that transmute to the birds? Or is the birds just like raccoons and weasels and stuff? I think do you have a livestock guardian dog?
I think the meat birds. Well, he has that one dog.
Your dog's fired.
There's a Rottweiler, right? Yeah, Rottweiler.
That sucks.
Yeah.
So I have our calf, but the bull calf from a couple years ago and his twin brother, not enough colostrum. Oh, yeah. You're just not having any luck over there, my friend. We need to go visit.
I think we caught like 20 raccoons in 2 weeks.
It was a lot. I know we lost 27 fat. I want to say it was closer to like 10 to 14 raccoons.
That's the same person.
Just ban them. Do you know how to do that?
Nope. I can do this. Hide
them from the channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't need no sisters online, bro. Meat birds was when the 17-year locust came out this year. I think that's what happened to them. You know, we've been noticing a lot less songbirds around this year too. Dad was commenting he hasn't seen as many like cardinals and blue jays, and them 17-year locusts I definitely think have done something. And I feel like there's more bugs too. And it's probably because they were eating locusts and they're just full. So there's more spiders and things like that this year.
Yeah, I'm curious in the spring how our trees are going to do.
Yeah, they tore up some of our trees.
Yeah, this pear tree and our peach trees right over here.
But they do say that locusts or the cicadas are like natural tree pruners.
Yeah.
So maybe it was good for them. I don't know. We'll see. We did get our first pears this year. Didn't get any peaches this year for some reason. So I haven't gotten any apples.
I think the peaches were actually taken by the
deer.
The deer.
Could be. We gotta get them fences on the archways.
Yeah.
Are you singing to everybody?
Mm-hmm.
So Donald actually had to work this weekend. He has to work every third weekend at his new job.
Every third weekend.
But he's loving it. Loving the new job. Comes home every day for lunch. And
I get a little bit of a slack for that from people at work. I'm like, hey, bud.
Yeah, they're like, why do you always go home?
I'm like, if I have a chance to go eat lunch with my wife or eat lunch here, you're going to lose every time. I was like, I'll be at the house.
Yeah. My food's probably better anyway.
Oh, definitely.
Patford Homestead, welcome. Haven't seen you guys in a while. Miss you guys. Yeah, we're just kind of reminiscing about our goals for the year and stuff. We have a lot of them. I mean, everybody has goals. I'm trying to figure out ways to actually stick to them, and I think this method of the 411 organization will help a lot with that. So I just got to stay on top of it. But we got weight to lose, things to build, animals to get, and money to make, essentially. That's what we're trying to go for. So one of the things we've been thinking about, or no, I've been thinking about, is like getting at that age where it's like, all right, well now, you know, I'm 41. I'll be 42 this year. I got to start looking at like all the girly things like mammograms and a skincare routine and all of that. So that's going to be things that I researched this year. I just feel like I'm getting old. Just got told about the Lyme. Did the notification just now go through? Yeah, I don't know why Facebook or YouTube doesn't just like fix their notification system. There's times where I don't get notifications at all when people get live. Don't know why.
Well, that's weird.
What?
I'm not subscribed.
You're not subscribed to us?
No, to Down Under.
Well, you're subscribed to Down Under now. How are things down under? Angus, and the last time I went to last month, they bought 1.6 pound. $1.60 a pound. We're going to clear out some of our old chickens this month and take them up to the livestock auction. See if we can get a couple bucks for them. We thought about butchering some of the old ones, but we're still going through all of the chickens that we butchered, the meat chickens. And I just don't know that I feel like it with all the other things we want to do. So I think we're just going to
take them to the auction.
Take them to the auction.
Yeah, there's always somebody up there that'll buy them for meat.
Yeah. So our goal this year is we're starting the new chicken tracking implementation that we decided we want to try to do, which is basically every year, like we settle on 3 or 4 breeds of chickens. Probably 3. And then every year you buy only 1 breed, and it's always the same order. For us, it was like Americanas, Australorps, and what? Delaware. Those, is it Delaware?
Mm-hmm. What was that one you're thinking?
Well, because I know Delaware we're going to do every year for meat anyway, right?
Yeah.
So that's not like an every 3-year thing.
But they're also, they're a good laying hen anyway.
So are we just going to keep the meats and the layers separate, or just going to keep them all?
I figure we would just keep the Delawares with them and just, when we're ready to butcher them.
So, Australorps, Americanas, and Delawares.
What were you thinking? What was the other breed?
I don't know. So every year, what we were planning to do is, this year we're buying all Americanas. Next year we buy all Australorps, and the year after that we buy all Delaware. That way we know once we come around to the third year, we have to get rid of all the Australorps and get all brand new Australorps. It's just an easy way, instead of having to ban the chickens, if you're sticking to a couple breeds, to be able to do that.
Oh, that's okay. That's right. I guess we can. I see what you're saying. I guess we can do the speckled Sussex.
I do like the speckled Sussex.
And just have them as the 3 laying hen breeds.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Delawares will be the meat birds, but they also
will lay.
Yeah. So we can do that.
So we're going to call a lot of the old chickens this year and just do all Australorps. Next year or all Americanas. Next year we'll do the Australorps. And then we don't have to worry about banding to keep track. And I'll write down. I'm actually building a farm planner for us so that we can keep track of this kind of stuff. But that's one of our goals this year, just to make it easier. Because we were trying to think back. We have such a mix of chickens. We've got Americanas, Australorps, Delawares,
Speckled Sussex,
Amberlinks, Special Sussex,
Barred Plymouth Rocks, Silver Wyandottes,
Golden Wyandottes, the Brahmas.
2 different breeds of Brahmas.
We've got the Barred Rocks, or the
they're Plymouth Barred Rocks. That you also have the Well Summers.
That's at least 10 different breeds far.
We have
and some of them only have 1 or 2. Cookamarins.
We have Dominiques. We have Buff Orpington.
So there's like 13 breeds of chickens.
We still have 2 of the meat birds, 2 of the Red Rangers. So Glenda is a Red Ranger.
Right.
And then we have Rhode Island Reds.
Mad Morgan. What is Fred?
Fred is actually Mad Morgan's dad.
Yeah, but what is Fred?
Silky.
A Silky?
So he's a Tractor Supply Silky, which means he's a very ugly Silky. He's not a show Silky.
He is ugly. So we got like 15 breeds of chickens. How do you keep track of which ones are old and which ones are new?
Yeah. So it's just, you can't.
It's hard unless you ban them.
And then we have Easter eggs.
Yeah.
I don't think we have any more. I think that's it. Then you get the 3 guineas to hang around.
Mm-hmm. So if we narrow it down to 3 breeds that we want for different reasons, plus a meat chicken breed, and just rotate every 3 years. We know we got to get new Americanas. Every 3 years we know we got to get new Australorps.
Yeah, I think 2 years in a row, we were like, well, let's get 3 of this breed, 3 of this breed, 3 of this breed. Like we ended up getting like 6 breeds in 2 years straight.
Yeah. What were we thinking?
Because we were looking for
we wanted to make a rainbow of egg colors.
Yeah, rainbow of egg colors, which we almost did.
Yeah. And I will do again at some point.
Yeah. I still couldn't get any French copper marins. They were the ones that do the
really
dark chocolate eggs. And then there was another one.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the other one was. But yeah, I like the Australorps. I like the Delawares. And I like the Speckled Sussex. And I'm a fan of the Americanas. They've been a very hardy breed.
They really have. And honestly, the blue eggs are really popular. Like our customers really like the blue eggs. They're different. You know, most commercial egg producers are white or brown. And I just like something a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Lion got his wife, their life. Welcome. That's another channel member of ours. If you guys want to check them out, that would be amazing.
I will say that's a weird. There's that big stigma. I won't even say stigma. It's kind of like the whole Ford versus Chevy, white egg versus brown egg.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Simpson Farms, Nathan. How are you?
A lot of people apparently they won't buy eggs unless they're all brown or unless they're all white.
And it's weird.
And it's just weird to me because they're literally the same egg. It's just the shell is a different color.
Yeah, rainbow eggs do work as a sales point. And I honestly still plan to do that at some point. But I think right now just to reduce what we got going on until we can maybe get like a separate chicken coop where we can keep the mix of eggs in. This will just be the better way to go.
Yeah.
I'm fat and sassy. Yeah. Yeah. How have you been? It's been like months since I've had a conversation with you, I think. So yeah, we're going to be getting rid of a bunch of chickens. And honestly, they're not laying right now anyway. And a lot of them are old. So it's just time.
There's probably some that are 4 to 5 years old.
Yeah, it's just time.
Yeah.
Because you're feeding these chickens. And there are a couple that, they become pets. Like Baby Girl, we're always going to have her. And Njord, we always had her. Because you get some that are just pets.
We had her for 7 years.
8 years.
8 years. A chicken for 8 years.
Yeah.
It's a long-lived chicken.
But for me, it's like the rest of them, they just got to go. We're feeding them for no reason.
Yeah, I'll agree there 100%. So we're going to go to that system where it's 3 laying hens and then we're breeding our own meat birds.
Mm-hmm. And that's the other thing we want to do is we kept buying Red Rangers every year for meat, which I love Red Rangers for meat. Absolutely love them. No complaints at all. But if we're talking plainly, to be sustainable means not having to go out and buy chickens every year. That's part of the process. So we're going to try to transition to Delawares for meat chickens because they're dual purpose. The ones we've got now are just big and fat, and I feel like they'd be a good meat bird. And then start breeding our own. And
it comes to the deal where you got to know, or you need to understand that, like a Red Ranger, for instance, or a Cornish cross. People like the Cornish crosses. Mm-hmm. They're both hybrids, which means you need to have the parent birds, and you need to breed them, and then you need to breed them together. Yeah. So you're going to have 2 different breeds that you're breeding, and each breed needs to have 3 families to breed it correctly.
Yeah.
So you're going to have 6 different breeding families for a hybrid bird, or you can just have the one breed. Start small like we have. I'm starting with 1 rooster and 3 hens. And then eventually it'll end up being 3 families.
Nathan, what do you mean triple purpose? Are you being facetious?
Yeah, I don't know.
So yeah, that's our goals with the chickens this year anyway. And we have some hens and some roosters in quarantine away from the rest of the chickens, and they've probably been in there for at least a month, right?
Yeah.
Because they need 10 days, right, to get the rest of the.
You need, yeah. So if you have hens or chickens with a lot of roosters together, you need 10 days to ensure the other roosters' genes are not still within the hen.
Mm-hmm.
And then they can be with that one rooster that you're going to mate.
Yeah. Egg, meat, and ornamentals. They are pretty. I will say that.
They're not very big, though.
They're really not. I wouldn't use them as a meat chicken.
Yeah. They're not that big.
For the speckled.
Unless we're just talking about the roosters. Roosters are probably they're not that big either, actually.
Yeah. But the Delawares, man, are massive.
They're massive. They're bigger than I thought they would.
If you guys saw our short from the other day, that was a Delaware rooster.
Yeah, that rooster, they're pretty big.
Yeah.
And the hens are, I think, the biggest hens we have.
Now, what is today? Today's the 9th. And usually Tractor Supply has chickens towards the end of February, right?
End of February, beginning of March.
So maybe the beginning of February, we actually... What was it? Like something fell.
Probably snow.
Might be. We actually breed them and then put the eggs in the incubator. So we might need to get that set up.
Yeah.
By February 1st. They used to be, yeah, they used to. And then weren't they almost not extinct, but they were rare? The Delawares? Threatened?
They were threatened. Endangered, whatever, whichever. It was like one away from being extinct.
Yeah.
One of the levels. I can't remember the levels.
And that's another reason we want to start breeding Delawares is because, one, they were threatened on the level of being hard to find. So I feel like not only are we contributing to them being brought back, but because they are still not completely mainstream, that we might get a little bit more of a premium for them at some point. Australorps Aussies rock. Are they an Australian breed? Australorps?
Yeah.
Oh. They're so pretty. I love the blue laced red Wyandotte. I don't know if I know that one. My favorite so far, the prettiest of the ones that we've ever owned is, I don't know if it's an Easter egger or an Americana, but it's like a purple and gray feather. I have one of them now. One of them actually got ate by a hawk the other day, but I've got one left, and she's just like, she's mostly like this beautiful gray, but with purple tinges on her head, on her feathers, and it's just so pretty. Love her. I think we were calling one of them Violet because she's so pretty. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, whatever Donald's typing, I did want to highlight our channel of the week. We try to highlight a channel every time we go live just to share the love. And I usually pick Hawk Pie, right? if we wouldn't get fined for killing predator birds, which is illegal in America, but so I want to highlight our channel of the week. We do like to share the love, and I usually pick from either channels that have been to our lives and have been active or recently left a comment. And this is a channel that does leave us comments every now and then. And that channel, if my mods could grab the link, is Mountain Grandma. This is a channel it's a smaller channel. She's got about 300 and some subs, but I wanted to share some love because she does tend to give us comments on our channel, and we like to promote other channels that are also trying to grow. So if you could check out Mountain Grandma, if one of my mods could stick her link below, you'll also find it in the description below. I just want to give her a shout out. If you like, learning from other people that are into homesteading and farming in general, this would be a good channel to check out. Thank you, Mama Z, for putting that link out there. So that is our channel shout out for this week. Awesome. Already subbed. Awesome. Yeah, she's pretty active in the comments, so I definitely want to share the love with her. I have so many comments I got to respond to. I'm still getting comments on the freaking hot chocolate bomb video. I had someone I probably shouldn't. I probably won't go into details about it. She deleted her comment, but she just went on a rant about one. She started ranting about how I didn't do the hot chocolate bomb the way it should have been done, and was basically very insulting about it, saying you're like one of those people that's a Karen or something. I'm like, bro, it's a freaking hot chocolate bomb. Like, and I think I said something like, okay, Karen, or something like the chocolate melted, let it go. But
she did not let it go.
She did not let it. Not only did she not let it go, but she went. How do I want to put this? She went as far as to say that, well, I didn't respond to other comments the same way that I responded to her, so I must be a racist. And I was like, wait, what? Because I was on my phone, like the TubeBuddy app, which doesn't show you the pictures. So I was a little thrown back by it, but I was like, I kind of like laid into her about that. I was like, I don't know where your accusations are coming from, but she deleted everything, but I was just kind of like, yeah. Yeah, she says, wait, you're one of those people who gets on Yelp complaining about a product when you used it incorrectly. And I was like, what? So anyway, she deleted her stuff, but I was like, I'm still getting these people that are just so angry with how I put hot chocolate and milk together. It's the weirdest thing, but it's bringing me traffic. It's bringing me money. I mean, I don't know. Our subs are going up finally. Like we had gotten the 10,000 subs and the 4.5 million views, and then everything started to dwindle because, you know, the traffic from the short started to die down. But now it's starting to go back up because we're starting to deal with or put out more shorts, which I like doing shorts. I think shorts are fun. We did do some recording Friday before the snow came. Donald's going to show a little bit. We're going to do another video on how soil can help with or grass can help with your soil growth. Mm-hmm. And so we did some filming outside before the snow hit. We have to do a little bit of filming inside to do some more talking about the ins and outs of how grass benefits your soil. Mostly because the traffic just kept going when we were trying to film. It was not so good.
It was literally like probably a good 2 or 3 minutes. It was just nonstop cars, just boom, 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 boom. I'll tell you what, though, it's night and day.
Yeah,
on the difference.
Yeah, part of the issue is Dad mowed way too late into like November. Mm-hmm. Mows really short and mows too frequently. Like Misty can even say, like, there was times where she and I would mark every day, and she's like, why is your dad mowing yet again? It's like every day it felt like Dad was mowing. So the difference between how bare and muddy that area is compared to where we let it grow all summer next to my shed here is just amazing. And how much water, like, you guys will see it. It'll be a decent video. It'll be more educational. But I'm looking forward to putting that one together. So I'm hoping tomorrow. Do you want to record that?
Yeah.
And then we'll have that out this week. And then our goal is at least one video a week, one short a week, one live a week. If I can do 2 videos, great. But I haven't been so good at it so far, so I don't want to overwhelm myself. And I am planning to do other things with the farm that we'll just see how it goes. So I found beets growing in the part of the garden that is off limits to chickens. Oh, nice. What do we have? We had the meat chickens over there, and we fed them like old lettuce and tomatoes.
And of course that came up.
And of course we just had a crap ton of tomato plants and lettuce plants come up after we moved them out of there. I was like, I need to do that more often.
It's funny when you think about it. Like, if you do that to chickens, because it just goes right through them.
Hey, hike with Mike.
That, nothing gets broken down. The seeds just go right through. But like with goats, because they're ruminants, they ferment the seeds and destroys the seeds. So I think 99% of all seeds that go through a ruminant becomes dead. Which is why people use the goats for like clearing brushes. Mm-hmm. Because once they clear the brush a couple of times or a couple of years, the brushes will never come back again because the seeds are dead. But it's one of those deals that just maybe I'm just weird, but it fascinates me, like
You
how
are
the
weird.
different anatomies of the different animals, they work together, going through stuff, whatever.
Terry, I forgot to say hi to you earlier, by the way. Hi, City Girl Country Heart. I just realized I didn't say hi to you. What else was talked about here? Nathan says he lost all his equipment. That does suck, Nathan. Yeah, most of our channel up until March of this year or last year was all done on my phone. I don't know if you do stuff on your phone. That's all we ever did. And we still do, like, all the shorts obviously will be on the phone and stuff. I'll probably still do some editing. If you're like out, I mean, it's just more convenient to pull out your phone than my big camera, which honestly I haven't used as much as I thought I would. But the Canon M50, I mean, it was very affordable. We got it March last year with our it was tax return money or something. I think it was tax return money. So, like planting little bacon seeds, you know. I definitely want hogs at some point. I don't know that we'll get them here. We don't really have the land, but I do have a neighbor behind us that has an area of his land that he doesn't utilize. And it's a little swampy. And he only bought it because he just doesn't want to see any houses built over there. So I might see if he'd be like, hey, if you let us raise some hogs here, maybe we give you a hog a year as payment or something. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Or half a hog or something. Invasive species is always a big issue, especially in Florida. Yes. We get hay from a farmer here locally to feed our goats. And sometimes we'll spread it on the garden, especially we're planning to put a lot of it in the annual. So the vegetable garden, and then put wood chips in the perennial, the woody stuff, because they have to have like fungal versus bacteria dominated environments and stuff like that. But for some reason, whatever, I don't know, it's got to be the hay that he gives us. It's just like this weird vine that grows out of it. Do you remember that weird vine we kept pulling up out of the hay that we had in the garden? It's kind of annoying. I don't know what it is. But I just want to sick my goats on it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I'll have to take a picture of it this year if it comes back. We had every intention of putting the goats in the garden and let them kind of clear it out this year before it all died, and that didn't happen either because we didn't have a way to close them in there without them, one, chewing on our apple trees and stuff that are over there, or two, getting out. So, wild boars in your area. Where are you at, Hike with Mike? We don't have them here. Oh, you said you're in Florida. Never mind. I know he had them in Texas, but we don't have wild boars. Wild boars. Are you listening?
Yeah, I'm answering questions here.
Okay.
Well, so wild boars, feral hogs, whatever you want to call them, they're actually getting a lot higher. So we might actually have some up in PA now.
I don't know.
Let's see.
I've never seen one. Our issue with stuff that gets into our plants is mostly deer, which we just fenced off the whole garden this year, so may not be an issue. We'll see. And then chickens, because we let them free range during the day, so they'll get into stuff. But honestly, probably raccoons stealing some of my tomatoes or something. If it's annuals, oh, you're talking to him. City Girl says, I'm getting a piglet from a friend in 6 months. It should be going to freezer camp. Nice. So, quiet grass shorter. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at what that looks like. It could be. I'll have to check because it was something that just would not go away. I kept pulling it up. And then, of course, it kept spreading in my garden. I'm like, well, this isn't good. So, anyway, we are reaching the end of our live time. We do have to get ready to go to bed. Donald has to work in the morning.
There you go. There's your counties with feral hogs.
What's the red mean?
I think it's certain years. So this is where they started.
No.
And then they've gone up to there.
So apparently people have seen them. Not in this county, though. In York County, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like York and Franklin.
We do have a bear out back somewhere. And with cubs, apparently. So I don't want to get ate by a bear. I don't know if you guys know, I have a reoccurring nightmare where I get ate alive by a bear. So I don't want that to happen. Quack grass is why Back to Eden doesn't work for me. Yeah, we I don't know. I'm trying to remember. We watched Back to Eden, but I don't remember a whole lot about it. Just like the whole let nature do its thing. But yeah, the issue with that is, we get a lot of pokeweed. Like there was a lot of pokeweed in the garden this year, and it annoys the crap out of me. So I don't. Yeah. My goal with the property is to have everything, every bit of land we have useful in some way with pathways and stuff, but I don't want to have to mow. And if I'm using the entire yard for food, then I should have enough food. It's just a matter of, one, fighting Dad over that because he likes having a lawn, and then two, getting it all built out, which is a pain. So anyway, so we are at the end of our live stream. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with us today. I know it kind of started out slow, but you guys brought up some really good questions and stuff. So I really appreciate when you guys come out and hang out with us on Sundays. We will try to be here weekly now that the holidays are over. We got a new webcam, new computer. Should not have any more obstacles. And Yellowstone's done. So until Yellowstone comes back anyway, we should be here. So thank you guys again for hanging out. We will see you next Sunday, same time, same bat channel. And look forward to hanging out with you guys. For the members, don't forget, check that channel link below for the archives of your member gifts for this month. I will have some more added later on. So I want to keep you guys in the know and enjoying some cool gifts from us. So see you guys next week.
Peace.
Peace.